great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You're better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one will ever meet.
Damn priests. Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a
It is our chance.
Sir. Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. How dare you? Of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling.
Maybe even are.
Frago's Flophouse. Enter as strangers, leave as friends. No vacancies at this time.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate a Temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse... They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I knew... You're welcome. God of the oppressed. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Need anything? Pleasure doing business. Can't believe
I'm here. I won't let any...
Here goes nothing. I should speak up.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Oh, I'm sure he has happy to see a trader.
And all round...
Bridge guards. Should have dumped a lot of them.
If a patron confuses me.
I'd probably break his nose.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You banged your head recently. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that?
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him. Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass, it will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has ever possessed. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Who wouldn't be interested? It's the ultimate freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No tapple required. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all. Perhaps. But if I don't confront him someday, I know I'll spend the rest of my life running from him. And if I can take this power from him, it would set me free. Truly free. I have to know. I have to face him. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Not everyone subscribes to what.
blood. No, never mind. On my way. Better be cautious. Couple turns should do it.
Someone there? Leave tricks. The shape. Let's have some fun. There, by the bed. Someone spilled some liquor.
Can't give up now. Breathe deep and move.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. Commotus in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Theon Goldgrind. Murdered. By...
It's to be expected. Some families just don't get along.
Dolor. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Killed.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Seeking answers, my boy. Killed folk. Slowly. Heed me.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Ill-mated temple.
The spell's power wanes.
Might be useful. What path lies before me? A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here, crossed off. A target. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name.
Devil's Den.
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word. And I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prism that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient.
There it is. Of course.
You really do think highly of yourself. My side, I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Angel. That was the great age of humanity. I was there the day it all fell apart. The screams. Oh, the scream. And Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. Men cannot contain so much power. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it, I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use...
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than and these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble, they brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, and when that moment comes...
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low, or it would tear you apart.
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything. The moment I have your signature, you guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated. And I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks. You, skinless, hanging from a hook. To watch as your world dies. I won't stop you. If you see reason, I'll...
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like... And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him anything that threatens our alliance. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? An horrendous deal. Imagine the crown of sufficient power to dominate an empire. Thank you for telling me. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. I doubt this will be the last. I trust that you will continue to remember who... Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it.
But please, don't.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry.
A decade ago, who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it to make this city a safe haven. We'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated. The second time, Stelmane was, even with the aid of a cane, each step she took, a stroke victim. I asked Father later. No, he said, a stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never... It could just be my imagination. But I always felt that it was more than a stroke. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Already feeling better.
I'm listening.
The tadpole reveals your mind to Laser.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp. And why? I wanted to follow the open valley. I'm annoyed by it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashhead. I'm listening. Make space, and my might is your ready for battle.
You made a good decision refusing that devil's con. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in.
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visit.
Voss is waiting. He...
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his dick. Did you hear what he said? The hammer... Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means. one last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastically done.
Just physical. It's a state.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Beware when you met the drow.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night. You're looking parched, sweet.
Else, darling. Another sip and up. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
The nymph's got a sweet tongue and a
My hands off. You want a drink? Hoots is your woman. You want pleasure?
Damn, Hoots. That new batch burns strong.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my
Something's off about this one.
Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. You won't come out of this alive without him. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's and it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I'd
Now, that there's a face I'd remember. What can Hoots do for your strength? Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. You got it. But the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I've got pleasure to serve.
You have the key to...
Looking for flavour to say? Forget it. My new brew could drop you in... Charess caress. The mamsel's brainchild. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you... My business is sling... But... You poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks a... Have a look. All set, are you?